Hi everyone, welcome to Bangkok Walks Part 3. Today we're going to take a very nice and relaxing walk in the two largest parks in Bangkok. Before we start, of course, let's just take a look at some of the street food. Some lovely coconut shakes, some snacks and so on for you to enjoy before you start your walk. Right, and once we get through this, we'll get into the park itself. So, we're going to start today at Bangkok Park. So Bangkok Park is one of the largest parks in Bangkok. It's very easily accessible from Asok BTS station. So I'll put that in the description below so you know where to go. And you simply get off the BTS and walk down the street from exit 1, and you'll find yourself at the park quite quickly, maybe around 5 minutes. As you enter the park, you'll find, of course, it is a very relaxing, nice place. A lot of people like to go jogging here. A lot of people like to enjoy their Sunday. And of course, this park has a very large lake in the middle and some beautiful flowers and trees which you can enjoy along the way. Now, what's special about our walk today, what makes it fairly unique, is that I'm going to show you how to enjoy both this park, Bangkok Park, and another famous park in the city called Lumpini Park. I think very few people are aware that these two parks are actually connected. They're connected by a walkway which is called the Green Mile. You'll discover later why it's called the Green Mile. And I think that's something that is very important to know when you live in Bangkok. And I think so few residents are actually aware of the fact that you can walk between these two major parks using this Green Mile walk. So first, when we enter the park, we'll just have a nice relaxing walk. And of course, just please follow the route that I'm showing you. It's quite a nice path. In fact, I want to quickly, before we continue with the walk, show you a place that I love to relax before I usually start my walks. Could be a good place to sit on a bench, enjoy the atmosphere of the park, enjoy the peace and quiet. And I really love this area. Just take a look at it. It's very nice. Right, so when we get past this area, you take a walk further on, and this will lead us from the main Bangkok Park area to the new Bangkok Forest Park. So this was actually something that was finished and completed only around 2 years ago. So a very short time that it's actually been open to the public. Originally, it was a tobacco factory in Bangkok. The whole area was used for tobacco production, but when that was shut down, they decided to create an actual forest park in the middle of the city. Quite exciting, actually, because this park has real wetlands. It has beautiful trees, and as you can see, the first thing you need to do when you enter is you take a walk to this kind of elevated walkway, or I suppose we can call it a sky walk. This area is very famous because a lot of people like to come here to take photos, especially students who are graduating. Couldn't see any of them today, but usually you can see a couple of students in their gowns getting ready to graduate. And of course, I think it's popular because of the beautiful trees. I'm assuming these trees have been around for a long time, and they certainly do create an incredible atmosphere. And you'll hear as well a lot of bird sounds. It's really a paradise for birds of many different species. And a lot of bird watchers would probably enjoy coming here. So, up the skywalk we go, and let's take a really nice view, a really nice look at the beauty of this new Benjikiti Forest Park. There we go, fantastic. You've got the skywalk, you've got other walks you can take down below. You'll see a lot of lotus flowers, and that's really nice to see. Now, for this part of the walk, I just want to give you one piece of advice. Just take a right at every turn. So there are quite a few areas here, quite a few parts of the skywalk, and you can get a little bit lost. But to get to the next park that I want to take you to, you need to just keep turning right. So as you'll see, I'm doing that. And you can really just enjoy the views of the wetlands below. It's incredible to think that this was only started probably about 5 to 6 years ago. And it's been developed very, very nicely when it originally was created for the public. And of course, there you can see a sea of lotus flowers. A very beautiful sight. All right, keep going right. As I said, that's the key. And just enjoy the trees, and enjoy the bird life, enjoy the peace and the calm of this place. You'll see there's some buildings. They're also developing some new areas around here. So you will see quite a lot of development in this area. Right, so we're getting now out of the Benjikiti Park area. This is where we finally end up. And now we're coming into what we call the Green Mile. It's not hard to guess why it's called the Green Mile. I'll leave you to guess and maybe think about that. But it's a really incredible walkway. In fact, it's a bit longer than this. You can actually take a route to the Sukhumvit area all the way to Asok. But today we're going to go in this direction. We're going to cross the expressway and just keep walking down the Green Mile. Now, the most amazing thing about the Green Mile is that you can see the local communities below. You can see shops, you can see old Thai-style houses, wooden houses. And in fact, if you would like to try, you can even take a walk down into the neighborhood, look around. You might be able to buy some nice snacks or something as well. And amazingly, we start to see a mosque. Some people are surprised to see a mosque in Bangkok, but not only that. On the other side, you can see a Thai, what appears to be a Thai-style temple, but in fact is a church. This is really interesting, and we've got some interesting designs there. Oh, you can see it's a church because it has the cross at the top. And this is something that's quite unique. It was built some years ago and really shows the religious tolerance and variety of different religions that exist in Thailand. Right, so now we're getting to the end of the Green Mile. The last bit is quite interesting. You can go up some stairs and you can see on the right the central business district. This is quite an impressive sight to see the city itself. This is Wireless Road. A lot of embassies, a lot of diplomatic missions are along this road. And interestingly enough, this bridge is also a favorite place to take photos. I think a lot of people enjoy taking photos in this area. And I suppose why not? It's a very, very interesting place and a very, very interesting part of the city to see. Right, so we keep walking down from the Green Mile, and finally we get past the tuk-tuks and we end up in our final destination, which is Lumpini Park. So Lumpini Park is probably the most famous and largest park in the city. It's a very, very exciting place to go because certainly there are a lot of great places to relax. There's some interesting buildings, some interesting architecture. And it's also a favorite place to find the famous monitor lizards of Bangkok. Unfortunately, I didn't come across any on this particular walk, but quite often you might find yourself faced with a giant monitor lizard. Quite a surprise if you've never seen something like that before. So, take a left, keep walking down. This part of Lumpini Park is very nice. In fact, this is one of my favorite areas of Bangkok. I love the view. I love the vista of the buildings with the lake in the middle. There are quite a few benches here where you can just take a seat and you could take a very nice rest here. Maybe you could get a water or maybe some snacks from the shop at the entrance to the park, and then come here and just enjoy, relax a bit. It's probably going to be a hot day, so you'll need to relax and wipe the sweat off your face and just enjoy the atmosphere. Right now, as I said, there's some interesting architecture in Lumpini Park. This is a very interesting clock tower. It was built in a Chinese style, and so it really is a bit of a, let's say, a bit of a fusion of cultures, and once again represents the diversity in Bangkok. A possibly Western style clock tower with a Chinese Right, so let's keep walking. The park really is a fantastic place to relax. And once again we can see a Chinese style pagoda. This is a really interesting thing to see as well. And quite a nice pagoda to just sit and relax, watch the bird life and enjoy your afternoon. And I must say, it's also a very impressive part of this park. Right, so now just keep going into the middle of the park. Here you'll find a fairly busy area. There are a lot of people that come here. But of course, I want to say to you that most of these people will only walk a bit around Lumpini, but they have no idea that they could in fact walk all the way to Bangkok Park as well and enjoy the fabulous nature there. So I think this is something I really want to make clear from this video, is that this walk is a great way for you to see it all in one day. You don't need to just take a short stroll around Lumpini. You can also see Bangkok, you can see the Green Mile, and you can have the full experience. And I must say, this area is quite nice. By the way, I've seen monitor lizards a few times here, so don't be surprised as you walk over this bridge if you see one of these monsters. But yeah, it's quite a common sight around here. Once again, lots of nice flowers, lots of beautiful nature wherever you look. And of course the fountain as well. It's nice to take a look at the fountain and just enjoy the beautiful lake. Right, so we come to a last bridge. Once again, a fairly crowded, popular place actually. But this bridge is really scenic. A lot of people come here because it has great views of the lake and the city skyline. And of course, Lumpini is located very much in the central business district, so it's quite busy around here. Anyway, so take a right from the bridge, and now we're coming to the end of our walk for today. From here, you can exit the park and you can find the BTS station called Ratchadamri. I'll mention it in the description as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy the walk, and of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and hope to see you next time.